Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So my last glitch video did actually really well, but there's kind of a mixed reaction on it. Now, I'm gonna make this video kind of just gonna clarify how I think the out of bounds glitch works. I've been doing a lot of testing on it, and I think I've found something or some way to consistently get it, but it really depends on the track itself. Now this glitch right here is just a fun thing I found. Really has nothing to do with out of bouncing, it's just something fun that I thought I'd show you while I'm explaining the process of this video. But with further testing on certain tracks on different areas, I found that the out of bounds glitch is kind of consistent. So the first one we're going to look at here is actually right at the end of the Mulsanne straight, and it caught me off guard when it happened. I was not expecting break out of bounds here, and so my theory on how to kind of glitch out of bounds is you need first of all, you're going to need a long straight and a flat wall. So the Mulsanne straight is perfect for that because many cars can reach their top speeds, and there's two flat walls right at the end of the straight both ways, so you can either try and go through the tire wall the normal way, or go backwards like this and break through this wall, which kind of, okay, in a way this is like an easier way to do it just to practice, and you can actually stay out of bounds here for longer, because what I think happens is if you go past a certain point, it automatically teleports you back to the track. So I got to the trucks there and it teleported me back, but I could probably hang out in that other area for a lot longer. Now I'm not exactly sure if there's a timer or not to like set you back on track if you're out of bounds, but so if we look here, I make it to the, not even to the fence, and I already teleport back to the track. Now this doesn't really work all that consistently for staying out of bounds, but I think I figured out on how to actually glitch past the wall consistently. Now, as I said before, you need a long straight and a flat wall, something that you can reach super high top speeds on. So here I'm at Tokyo Expressway 2, or reverse, and I do manage to glitch out of bounds right here, but there's kind of some invisible walls here, so I'm trying to stay out of bounds while turning around to see kind of what's on the other side. So I kind of get stuck here, but I do go the other way because the yellow trucks there they do have a hit block or box that can stop you. It's kind of annoying, but as you can see, I just managed to squeeze by and actually get past the toll booth here, but sadly I get teleported back. Now I think that was based on a timer teleporting me back on track, because I have spent longer outside. Now as for how to do it, so basically the cars that I find work the best are mid-engine rear-wheel drive supercars or hypercars that are easy to get sideways, because what you need to do is at a very high speed be perpendicular to the wall, or kind of, and turn into it as you're hitting the wall, and hopefully you'll bounce in there and stick, which is, it's kind of a weird concept to explain, because every time you hit a wall it wants you to bounce off, but the faster you go, the further you go into the wall. So at a certain speed you'll just kind of stay in the wall because you're so far already in the wall that the game can't really bounce you out. So based on this kind of testing and explanation, hopefully that Polyphony doesn't like kind of find this video and patch this out, because it is kind of interesting to see all the places you can glitch out of bounds at. And hopefully with more tracks you can do it. So far the only tracks I've managed to do it are here and at Le Mans, because long straights, flat walls. But other tracks that do have flat walls on them, like Dragon Gardens, I haven't managed to do that, glitch out of bounds there. And there I kind of hit a cone and go flying up the wall, which is, it's kind of funny at the time. But so Dragon Gardens has like two places you can really do it. I haven't really found a way to go through, and I haven't managed to actually successfully do that. But if I do, I'll probably make a video on it showing you. So on this run here, we actually see how far we can get out of bounds, but we don't get past the toll booth, which is kind of sad. Now the rest of the video is just going to be me showing you other attempts that I managed to do. And see how far I actually can get out of bounds. Now there I made it quite a bit further than the toll booth, but I still got teleported back on the track, which is really, really annoying. So future attempts at this were just kind of to see how far I can get. As you can see on the lower left hand side, the mileage, how it kind of clocks up. Now this straight is about 2 kilometers long, or 200 meters. So you can kind of gauge how many attempts it really takes me to actually consistently break through the wall. Now I've never had an attempt back to back where I actually managed to glitch through the wall twice. So it happens like once every like 3 to 5 times. But that's probably just down to like skill. So because getting this, you need to have like a good setup or like a good initial hit on the wall, and that's hard to do, and doing it consistently can be kind of tricky. So here I wanted to see how far I could get to the left, but I hit an invisible wall, so I went forward and turned around, which was kind of annoying because I got teleported back on track right after. So trying it again here, a couple of attempts later, hit the invisible wall again, which is really annoying. So on this attempt, I kind of just sit out of bounds. I don't really go that far out to trigger anything, but I do get teleported back on track. So depending on where you are, maybe there is a timer, I'm not exactly sure. I just rammed the wall here because there's a little bit of an invisible wall. But as for cars to use, you can really use a mixture of cars as long as it's not 4-wheel drive or front engine front wheel drive. Something you can really get sideways, like 90 degrees sideways, like completely perpendicular. Those cars are the easiest to, I guess, glitch out of bounds. I'm not exactly sure if horsepower or weight have to do with anything, but the more horsepower you have, obviously the better because the car's faster. If you want an easy car to use, I recommend the Enzo Ferrari, as it's fast, has pretty good acceleration, and it's rather easy to control and get sideways, which is pretty much all you really want in a car that you need to glitch out of bounds with. Now another track that I found has a flat wall with a relatively long straight is Austria, or Red Bull Ring. So here using the Enzo Ferrari because of its superior top speed and acceleration, the downhill straight really allows a lot more cars to go faster, so really kind of lengthening the straight's length. But coming to this wall, staying on the red, we actually managed to break through this wall, but not for long, which is really, really sad to see, because this is a interesting track, and although you can't really do much with most of these glitches, it's still fun to do and kind of troll online lobbies with. So I also found out that if you hug the wall enough, like kind of have your car halfway in and halfway out of bounds, you can actually stay out of bounds longer. So what I tried to do here is to really ride the wall here, but accidentally right here I kind of went back into the track, so I didn't really stay out of bounds for all that long, which is kind of unfortunate, just a human error. Now I did try this again with the Enzo Ferrari a bit later, and I managed to get it to keep it out of bounds for a while, go really slow around the corner to make sure I actually stay outside. But after a certain time I did glitch back on the track, which is really unfortunate. But that is all I have to show for today. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Hopefully I find other places where you can actually glitch outside of walls, or just other random videos on certain cars on certain tracks like races. But anyways, thanks for watching.